So the second GTA 6 trailer just dropped with no warning at all, and I wanted to talk about some things I noticed from the trailer. I watched it slowed down like 65 times, and pretty much I wanted to point out anything new that looked in the game, whether it be a car or a gun, if it's something I derived from the scenes, anything. I just wanted to point them out from what I did see, because I did like way too much research into this. As you guys know, I play GTA 5 all the time on stream, and I love these games. I've loved these games since I was a kid, and I wanted to look into it as much as I could. Anyways, the first 30 seconds of the trailer, you get to meet Jason, the male protagonist working on the roof. And I know I'm probably looking way too far into this. Something really cool that I derived from this scene, basically Rockstar cracking a joke about all the GTA 6 leaks. The first lines are, "What are you doing up there?" "Oh, just fixing a couple leaks." And I feel like that's Rockstar pretty much going, oh, those leaks aren't shit. They're not really showing anything because they're just the alpha test builds of the game. And honestly, I mean, he's fixing a fucking roof. I'm probably looking way too much into that, but I feel like this is a kind of clever little way to start the trailer off to dismiss all the leaks that really don't showcase the game like it is. And then Rockstar steps in and really showcases the game for truly what it is. There's a lot in this trailer, and I feel like that's their way of going, you guys don't know shit. And then just showing us all of what we're missing. In this first shot, we also get to see that they're probably going to be bringing back a lot of the newer cars in the GTA 5 Online. Things that were added more recently, like the Vapid Caracara here, if that's pronounced right. And a lot more throughout this trailer that I'm probably going to be pointing out because I'm a really big car fan, so that's probably going to happen a lot more than you want it to, but it's okay. I'm kind of excited for this too because GTA 5, when it initially released, there weren't many cars to pick from. Honestly, in GTA Online more specifically. It kind of disappointed me because things like the Southern San Andreas shop were just empty. They didn't have anything for my poor ass in the Section 8 housing or the cars, so I'm glad that they're adding a lot more to start with, whether it be in the online or the story. Also in this first shot, he's talking to his boss, Brian Hayter. And according to his character bio, which a lot of these characters do have bios that Rockstar released, and I'm going to be reading them throughout this video, he's a classic drug runner from the glory days of smuggling in the Keys. He's still actively selling and stuff out of his boatyard, and I guess Jason is working for him. I feel like this character is going to be more of a mix of like a Trevor and Michael hybrid. He's got this wise old man kind of feeling to him where he's more of like a boss and someone in charge, but he's also got this crazy wild side kind of like Trevor has, and I'm pretty much going to be calling him Old Pawpaw for the rest of this and whenever I play the game. In the next shot, you see Jason driving what I presume to be an old school muscle car, along with these absolutely hideous Florida homes, bro. I hate these lifted ass houses, bro. I know you're going to see them throughout this whole game because it's in the Keys, but fuck, man. I hate to see these houses. I'm a hater of these so bad. Again, you see another recycled car from GTA 5 on the side of the road. You see a Penumbra. I hate this damn thing. It's a shitty Mitsubishi. Just get it out of my eyes. One of Jason's hit and runs also waves and says, "Hey, Jason," like in Friday, like they're shouting at the damn neighbor, but the roles are reversed because the neighbor's actually shouting at him. In the next scene, you see Jason cracking open a cash register, and what I'm presuming to be either a dispensary or a gas station. If you look in the bottom left corner, there's a little bit of doobie container. I don't know, bro. I don't know if Jason is collecting payment from Old Pawpaw's tenants or if it's just Jason literally robbing a random store, because I don't know if Old Pawpaw owns gas stations or if he just has tenants like houses. When he says tenants, I only imagine houses, honestly. The next scene is from the highway, which is a lot of cars that I'm going to list, and as quickly as I can because I know you guys are going to get pretty fucking annoyed with me. First off, there's a big lifted Dodge pulling a jet ski. Looks like a newer model. I don't recognize this one from GTA 5 at all. In front of him is a Coquette, also known as GTA's shitty Corvette. Yeah, it is in GTA 5. Love them, though. Some random SUV I can't really recognize because no one cares about SUV. And then this really, really nice old school square body, which I think is new. I don't recognize it from GTA 5, but it is an old Ford because it does say Vapid on it, and it's got truck nuts, I just realized. Something I love about this already is how nice the tire tread looks on those off-road knobbies, by the way, because GTA 5 did not get this right for like 6 years, bro. It took forever for them to get the actual tire tread to look real and get a little bit better. Then finally they updated their off-road tires and made them look closer to this, but then if you put the damn tire design on it, it looks shitty. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. A plane goes overhead and then it cuts to Jason working out on the beach. Nothing interesting here to me, other than you may be able to do more stuff like this in the game. Continuing on, he's walking out of the gas station, hopefully different than the one he robbed, with a case of beer. And bro, if you look at the physics of this, this is beautiful. The liquid inside of the bottle, the waving of the box, it looks great. The physics of this look beautiful, and bro, I'm so excited for this. And I think this game will have a lot of elements like this and where he was working out, where it's more of like a 5M kind of deal where you can pick things up and you have to do it more like real life instead of just whatever you do in GTA where you just spam the button to eat where you can get some health while you're in a gunfight with someone. Because, you know, Rockstar did buy try out 5M, and I feel like instead of making a 5M variant for GTA 6, I feel like they're just going to build it into the game and integrate. Also in this shot, you see him walking towards an El Camino. It doesn't look the same as the El Camino in GTA 5, so it's definitely an older model, but it's newer to us. Also, later in the trailer, they do show that this is Jason's car, but again, I'm more of breaking this down as I'm going, so you know what I mean. It does fit the whole description of the muscle car thing that I gave earlier, while also being practical for him to keep his little handyman tools in where he's working on his house or other tenants' houses. In the very next shot, you see cops pulling over and harassing some innocent folks as per usual. But you do see a new type of car. It kind of looks like a Ford Taurus Show Edition. The cops bully and harassing. You also see an old Crown Vic style cop car, but we have these in GTA 5, so it's nothing really special. I'm actually really excited for this Ford Taurus style one because, again, I've been in one in real life, and they're sick. It also cuts to an outside sweeping shot of a prison, which Jason's picking up his big booty Latina, Lucia, the female protagonist in this game. Yeah, she's fine as hell, we all know. Also in the background, you can see I was right about that damn El Camino. Then the trailer cuts to a montage of them doing a bunch of shit. First off, they're woohooing like Sim 4 characters, which I'm not going to sit here and analyze that shit. If they bring the whole coffee thing from GTA 4 back, bro, come on. And then they added jiggle physics to the back of her, like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck programmed that? Anyways, it cuts to Lucia in a ski mask and glasses with an MP5, robbing a bank called S&B, short for Sinfordia National Bank. I think that's how you say that. It also cuts to Jason rocking the same ski mask on the same robbery with the same MP5, but his does have a little bit of different attachments. His stock looks slightly collapsed, and he also has a red dot sight on his gun, but her mag did look a lot thicker. Pause, no diddy. It probably holds a little bit more. Then it cuts to some handsy scenes where they're enjoying each other. Then they're enjoying some damn GTA Modelos, bro. I know that container. Okay, I'm not trying to be sus and keep on looking closely, but you can see in the scene literal sweat or maybe undried water from them being in the beach water is on her shoulder. This game is going to have the ridiculous amount of detail like RDR2 did when it first came out, and things like GTA 4 where it was like kind of groundbreaking for its time. This game is going to do the exact same thing. It's going to blow that shit out of the water. I feel like it's going to be way ahead of its time. It's going to have a bunch done to it, and even though it started development in I think 2015, it's just going to be way out there with the next generation of gaming. I feel like it's going to be way ahead. Moving on to the next scene, we see Jason and Lucia cracking jokes on a dock, which I couldn't really distinguish what the fuck she is saying for the life of me, bro. She's way too quiet and she kind of mumbled. Anyways, you do get to see a new shrimping boat. Got a Honda motor, I guess, because Dinka is a Honda. So, and then it swaps to a little forward-facing shot of a bunch of different things. You see more of the smaller boats like the Dinka we just seen, jet skis, but most importantly, small little island. Now, I don't know if these will be connected to the main city in some way, like if it made some kind of crescent moon shape, or if it'll be a version of the Little Dick channel from IRL, bro. Yes, I can call it that too, because that's literally the name. But seeing as they're in the Keys, I'm going to predict it's probably going to be however you pronounce this shit, because it's kind of across from the Keys, and it's also a part of the Keys. It's not going to be the Bahamas. I don't foresee that, but, you know, it would be cool. I don't think GTA loves me enough to give me a vacation spot, but if this is the Bahamas, wouldn't that be sick? If they just made their own little map. Anyways, then you cut out to some random shots, them loading a plane with some goods. I don't know what it is, but it's probably a brick, knowing that it's coming from Brian's boat shop. Then you cut to, I'm guessing, Lucia doing some community service for their DUI, bro. I don't even know. Like, I didn't know you could do community service. It's her and a few others. But later on in the trailer, you see her wearing this same vest, so I think this is her. I figure this game will have a lot of the roleplay kind of things integrated, and hopefully you ain't got to do fucking community service, but it would be pretty wild if you could. It'd be really cool because it just adds another element to that whole role-playing thing. But bro, if I get pulled over in the game and I fucking have to do community service next week, I'm gonna be pissed. Also, the cop in this scene looks like she has an AP pistol on her side. I could be wrong, but I mean, if you take this picture of the AP pistol and then compare the two, it looks pretty accurate. After the same shot, you get Lucia and Jason walking through their apartment. I'm guessing it's not going to be the only place you can buy as Jason or Lucia, because her line here is literally, this place is just the beginning for us. Then they cut to a shot of one of Jason's friends screaming, "Ring the bell." This guy has a bio too, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. His name is Cal Hampton. He's one of Jason's friends, if not his best friend, and he's a rampant conspiracy theorist. And according to his official bio, he's hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and a few orange and black tabs. He said private tabs, but I thought that'd be funny. I gotta say, bro, putting a federal crime in your bio is a fucking insane thing to do, twin, but you do whatever you want to do. You also get a few shots of them running around this bar, and you get a super zoomed in shot of some cheeks, and bro, I'm not gonna lie, Like, all the body proportions in this game are going to be so weird to me because I feel like all the girls are built the exact same. They're just all thick as hell. They all look like they have a BBL. And all the dudes are all over the place. Like, they're all different. But, bro, all the girls look the same from what I've seen. And I don't know. I feel like they're really going to make this game a little weird with that, and I don't like that. I hope it's not like this, Rockstar, but I have a little bit of... I'm losing my faith. Then you get a few seconds of Jason and Lucia dancing on a yacht together. Then they move on to a club. And then it cuts to Jason in some room getting pressed about being a Fed. Now, this could be a really cool twist because I'm going to build off of this. There's a lot of shit that happens in this trailer that kind of exposes this. If he is a Fed or if they're just getting into a bunch of shit because there are Feds around. Please, Rockstar, stop putting this in the trailer. And other game companies, don't put shit like this in the trailer because I like to be surprised by these things. And this kind of ruins it for me because I'm pretty sure I've already derived it. Leave trailers for gameplay and interesting cutscenes with no voice lines or details. Just show me shots of the game. The very next shot is them crawling out of the window of the same fucking apartment you know stuff went down in, and now the cops are involved because there's a heli overhead. The trailer kind of makes you guess between he's a Fed or they're accidentally working with Feds, and I'm not sure which one it is. So someone definitely had to be a Fed in that room. Anyways, the next voice line is they got your name, your address, they got everything, and then it shows the cops raiding their home. I'm guessing their apartment and stuff, but these cops look a little thuggy, so it could be just very corrupt cops. Showing too much. This shows someone in a mechanic outfit the very next scene talking to a Fed, which the back of looks a lot like Jason. And here's the thing, it's gotta be in Brian's shop because he's wearing a mechanic outfit like people in that shop wear. Give it a little bit. I'll show. Don't worry. He's probably trying to be undercover and get a case built against old Pawpaw, bro. Brian, the old man. And literally the police officer says, us cops have to protect each other. And bro, I just hate to be an assumer, but this looks like Jason. Same kind of hair, same kind of build. He probably works for Brian's boat shop too. And it's gotta be. He is shooting outside of a Gauntless Hellfire from what I can tell by the door, mirror, and then the little side window. Don't recognize his pistol as much because it looks like the standard pistol from GTA 5, which I believe is a Beretta 9F, but I could be wrong about that. This could be new. Then you can see a character I couldn't really find anything about, talking about shooting people, going bang, bang, bang. And if you look in the background, you see a bus and a train leaving at pretty much the same time. This is going to be really nice if they do integrate that whole roleplay thing into this game, because if you guys have played 5M, it's kind of hard on some servers to get a car and get shit built. And public transportation would be really nice, especially if it's more like the GTA 4 style compared to GTA 5 style, because it was actually very useful in GTA 4. The public transit was actually kind of fun and enjoyable, and you could go down to the subway and fight people and whatever else. It was actually fun, and I don't really care for it in GTA 5 because all it is a bus. Continue on, you get more shots of the club that Jason and Lucia go in earlier in the trailer, and then you see my favorite shot of the trailer. In the back, you have a car in flames, and it looks like a Range Rover kind of car from GTA 5, and then there's this new Dodge Ram work truck, which is definitely not in GTA 5. I've never seen this model in GTA 5 before, and I'm really excited because I actually like these a lot. And I can't really tell if this is Jason or not, but he does have longer hair in this shot regardless. It's one man throwing another man into a car hard as hell, and as soon as he hits the car, it cuts to Lucia throwing a really high kick. I can't tell what she's really throwing. It looks like she threw a spinning back kick with how she ends the kick, but it starts right at the end of the kick, so I can't really tell. This gives me hope that there's going to be better combat in this game compared to GTA 5's. GTA 5's combat is okay, but it's not as good as other games that Rockstar have made, like RDR2 and GTA 4, and even Bully. I'm really hoping to see a mix between RDR2 and GTA 4, because I would like to have Red Dead Redemption's kind of punches and stuff like that, but with more of the variety of GTA 4, where it had a little bit of kicking and a little bit of, martial arts. Hell, just add some grappling in while you're at it. Make it a UFC game. We get another shot of Lucia and Jason's apartment saying they got this and whatever else, that everything's taken care of. Then you get a shot of Lucia blowing up a Dodge Charger police car with a grenade launcher. Now, I am going to say, the police decals on this car look super different than the ones from earlier on in the trailer. This looks closer to something that Border Patrol would probably have on their cars, and I think kind of crazy to assume, but ironically enough, the shot says fun has no borders right in the corner, so I don't know where they are, but it could be somewhere far from home. I don't recognize anything from the scenery. So then you see Jason and the guy reacting to something on their phone, and this is another character with a bio. His name is Draquan. He's an aspiring music producer and partner to Only Raw. Records. It's a record label owned by another character, but I'll get into him in a little bit because I'm gonna probably have to read his bio too. You get to see Lucia and some other girl falling out of a plane landing gear fighting. I don't really know if that's Lucia or if it's some other characters, but whatever this is, this shit is gonna be crazy. I think it is Lucia on the top, but I can't really put my finger on it. Like I said, I can't get over the fact that all girls are kind of so similarly built, bro. I just can't, please. Then you get to see this damn big old dually truck ripping around a corner dragging a safe. And it looks a little tall and narrowish like a gun safe, but there's no telling what's in it, honestly. It's definitely been pulled out of a house wall, though, because you can see the anchoring points of which it was installed in a house. So they definitely ripped it out of a wall. The very next shot, you get to see a very pretty sweeping shot of Vice City, and there's a whole lot of cars to pull from this. The first car you see is the Mercedes with the craziest rims on it I've ever seen. Now, I gotta say, I'm so excited because this brings another level of customization to the game, bro. I'm so gonna love this. These are called slab wheels, and they're really badass on lowriders to me. This is more of a Houston thing, so seeing it in Florida is kind of crazy, but I mean, on a Mercedes too, though. The car behind it is also a really basic Lamborghini-style supercar, which I can't really put my finger on which model it's trying to be. I know it's not trying to be an STO or anything that I'm familiar with, but it is new. It doesn't look like anything you've seen in other GTA games, but it does look like it's some kind of Pegasi. Then there is some cars that you have seen in all the other GTA games. First off, the Banshee, looking amazing as ever. The Porsche that's in GTA Online that I can't remember the name of, sadly, so I'm sorry. Same with this Lexus RCF that's in the back. They just added this online a few months ago, and I just can't remember the name. Also, behind them all, you finally get to see a new muscle car, which really reminds me of the Bandit Edition Trans Am. It looks like the concept of the newer ones mixed in with the older ones. And I really, really am excited for this car because my dad actually used to own one of these. I think you can even see the eagle on the hood like they really have, but bro, it's odd because it's red, bro. Why not black and gold, baby? You get a few shots from the strip club, which I'm really not going to show you here because I'm just, who wants to be horny right now? And then it cuts to their apartment, which why the fuck do they have a PS4 controller, bro? You can't even play GTA 6 on a PS4. Come on, bro. But it's a commercial from your local ammunition store, and it's got a shit ton of guns. If you look in the top left, it has an M1 Garand, maybe a Mark 14. I can't really tell because it's the very end of the barrel that I'm saying maybe a Mark 14. He's also holding a custom AR with an American flag print on it. Hopefully they'll have some pretty cool rounds you can put in it. 300 blackout. Please add 300 blackout. You have a lot of Mossberg 500s, a few side-by-sides as well as a few over and under, double barrels, a few semi-auto shotguns, and then a lot of AK variants. AK-74, AKU, AK-47, all those are right there. Right next to those AR variants from AR pistol size all the way up to full-size AR. It's really nice. They're really going in depth with the whole thing, and I hope you can buy all these guns in the game. Also in the corner, you can see the same MP5 we've seen Lucia and Jason use earlier in the trailer to rob that bank. You also get to see a small MP9, a Scorpion, not to be confused with a Scorpion Evo, along with some pistols. I think these are all going to be your auto pistols and stuff like that, so you probably will see like a AP pistol in this corner. It's just a little too small for me to actually zoom in and see. Hopefully behind this girl's absolute bastardly sized ass, there's an MP7, because I really want that to be added into GTA. It'd be really fun to use. Anyways, we get the shot that I was mentioning earlier of Lucia coming back from her community service, I guess, and then we get the return of the Buzzard chasing an airboat, which I fucking hate the Buzzard, don't get me wrong. I remember being terrorized by these in GTA Online as a kid. But this airboat's got me pretty excited. These are made for the Everglades. They kind of scrape across the brush and across the land that's like very shallow water. They're my favorite part of Battlefield Hardline, and again, they're just really cool. You also get a shot of Lucia and Jason on the jet ski, and then you cut to Jason on the motorcycle. Now, I can't certainly identify this bike because everything on it looks custom. There's a few shots of it. Obviously, in the next few shots, Lucia wrecks it, but it looks a lot like a chopper from GTA 5, but I can't say that it's that. Again, it has a custom paint job, and it does have a custom bag, has a custom tank, and everything in between, so all choppers look the same, let's be for real. Then it cuts to Lucia totaling the bike in the back of a cargo truck that's hauling a Pegasi Tempesta from GTA Online, and I'm guessing they're trying to steal it because she just fucking ruined the bike. You better get me in that car, bro. The very next shot is a boat running from a chopper again, and I think this is old Pawpaw and his wife. I think this is our boss running from the police, and I think she's gunning them down because I would say this is Lucia and Jason, but those are old lady pants, bro. And that doesn't look like Jason's hairline, so I'm guessing it's them. Very next shot shows a newer looking dirt bike than the actual one that's in GTA 5, chasing after two cars, which one cool thing, that one's hanging out from the side of a car, and I hope we can do this. I don't know why we can't hang out of the cars in GTA 5, because I think it'd be really cool. You're definitely going to be a lot more accurate doing this, but at the cost of being more exposed. Again, like you used to do in Battlefield Hardline, you could look all the way back, but you know, it's way easier to shoot you. And this would be a really nice feature to have. Some cars in GTA 5, you'll be trying to shoot out of the back of them, and you'll hit the trunk or you'll hit like the hood. I'd rather just get out of the car completely and hang out of it. A really cool feature I think they could add with this too is making the passenger be able to take over if you as a driver hang out of the car. I think that'd be really cool. You also see Jason's little fat boy, the dude I was mentioning earlier, bouncing up and down, just talking some bullshit. Then you see the mechanic outfit that I was mentioning about earlier. It matches the person that was talking to the feds and what they were wearing. And I think I've derived that someone, if not Jason, is the Fed. They're definitely working for Brian's boat shop. I just don't know if it's him. I got a pretty good feeling it's him. You finally get a shot of Lucia and Jason cruising away in this new car. It looks like a 70s Chevelle. And this really beautiful sunset. This shot's really nice because it's going to show you how lively this kind of feels. I feel like it's not going to be so compact like GTA 5 City is. It's going to be more like the in-between. It's going to have a lot of houses and stuff like that, but it's going to have a big city as well. It's not just going to have like either redneck outskirts or the city. It's going to have like more of a mixture around it. It's going to feel more like RDR2 where it feels like a real place compared to how GTA 5 felt where it was just like city, outskirts, like LA feels. LA feels fake. There's also 2 new cars in the shot, and I think one is a Kia Optima, and then one is a newer Ford Transit work van passing them as the trailer ends. Now, I know this may not be the best video about the trailer you've seen, but I just picked from what I did see. I'm not 110% sure if I'm right about everything, and I also hope I'm not, because if Jason's a Fed, I'm going to be really pissed. Pretty much just recorded myself and what I seen from the trailer, watching it slowed down again, and just picking apart everything that I got from it. Let me know what you guys think of the new cars they're bringing into the game, and if you're excited for how I kind of predicted the story may go, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, and yeah. I feel like that's it for this video. This is going to be really long for a damn 2-minute trailer. I just seen a lot and wanted to share a lot. So forgive me if this is kind of rambling and stuff like that. I tried to talk as fast as I could to get through this as fast as I can, but this is going to be tough to get through quick. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video.